What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Monster Bass channel. Well, I'm out here looking for some fish. It is late in the season and we are targeting some bigger bass that are feeding up for the fall. I'm gonna be throwing some paddle tails today. So this one right here is from Mule Fishing. It's called the Donkey Tail. I'll also be throwing some Kitex, a little softer plastic that does better in these colder water temps. Here's my water temps. 53 right now. I'm pretty shallow right now, fishing this break wall behind me. And it is sunny, almost no clouds. And if you can hear this, it's windy. It's a very windy day out today. So we are gonna do our best throwing these paddle tails. I'm gonna probably upsize if I can't get them to target on these little guys. You know, typically it would be my fashion in winter. Colder months, it's November right now. Holy cow, it's windy. Typically I would downsize. Today we're probably gonna do the opposite. So we're also gonna be throwing this here mega bass. Got a few other big paddle tails that I wanna throw around, especially up shallow. There's not a ton of grass right now, and just have those big thumping tails moving. It mimics bait fish. It's crucial for these guys to be feeding up at this time of year. So they're gonna be looking for exactly this stuff. So hopefully our luck pans out for us. And hey, by the way, welcome to the Monster Bass channel. I'm Jeff with Burley Fishing, and I'm looking to have some fun on the water this fall. Hopefully catch some freaking tanks today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you can still hear me, I really appreciate you dealing with the wind sound, because it's going to be going on throughout the day. So feel free to mute your audio and watch for hook sets. But I think we're going to have a blast today. Let's get to it. New lake. Let's do it. All right, so what we're going to do, going with the heavy chartreuse head, a workhorse jig. We're gonna go with the donkey tail. Basically just throwing downsized paddle tails. Should be it here. Sure. First things first, easiest paddle tail in the books. Got a little bit more weight on it than I usually do. And then as a backup, I'm gonna be throwing some Kitex. Just better in cold water, these supple plastics and whatnot. Doing a bit of searching to start and search these weed edges, work my way around this lake. This lake is cavernous, covered head to toe in different types of foliage and pockets and weeds. Like, yeah, there's a ton of freaking cover around here right now. Nice thing about this workhorse jig is it gets through this cover really well. It's just popping in and out of these weeds. That's a fish. That was a fish. Dude, what? That was a fish. How'd I lose it? Wow. Got caught up in the weeds. I'm gonna have to upsize my paddle tails here and go weedless. I want to start on that break wall. So map wise, this is the deepest. You guys can see the map here. I'm in the deepest part of this lake. And it just kind of zooms out. Hang on, let me zoom out a bit. Yeah, so it's like shallow, and then there's pools in each of these sections. So yeah, I'm just kind of scoping right now. Kind of want to pass this area, move out to that section there where there's a big deep hole and an island. We can wrap around this island right here. And what I'm looking for is, I'm looking at my live sonar, trying to get a read if I can see some fish, see if they're schooling up at all. Looking for bait fish, looking for changes in depth, drop-offs, and a change in cover. So I'm not seeing much cover out here. I'm seeing some fish, so we usually just sit here and throw a glide for a while. But I'd rather get to a more predictable spot, be more targeted in our approach. Also, it's heckin' windy, y'all. Heckin' windy. Whew. It's gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a tough one. Got him. Good one. Good fish. Here we go. That's what it's about. Where's it going? Where are you going? Pulling a little bit of drag. Fighting like a much bigger fish than he is. Just gonna net him. Oh yeah, good fish. Good fish. Look at that. That's a good fish. Look at that. That is a good heckin' fish. Whoo, baby. That's a 2.5 all day. Well, look how big he is. That's a big 2.5-er, dude. Look at that. Yes, dude, yes. Leave me alone, I'm catching fish. I gotta get this fish back. Give me 1 second. Okay, bye, buddy. Thank you. Dude, I just caught a meaty, like 2.5 pounder.
Nice.
All right, so one thing you do have to contend with if you're throwing these open hook paddle tails would be weeds. And that's fine. Typically with a good enough jig, ball head jigs are pretty decent at this. You can just knock right through that cover. I'm running the mule fishing workhorse jig from my buddy Ethan Duvetter, otherwise known as Fish Anything. He makes these as well as this donkey tail that I'm fishing, which do really well in colder water. So that's why I'm gonna be throwing this around today. And like I said, we might switch out to some Kitex, different stuff, the Mega Bass if we want to upsize. Just trying a whole bunch of different things. But our goal is swim baits, paddle tails. Don't call it a pattern because it's one fish, but off these rocks, running it pretty slow. So we got a lot of rocks out by the break wall here, and possibly just killing it every now and then as well. See if I can entice them. And if you notice the color scheme I'm rocking, we've got pretty murky water, way murkier than I'm used to dealing with. This is not what my home lakes look like at all. So I'm going darker colors. With this sun out right now, I really like this like chartreuse and black. We call it the Batman. That is a good color combo for this type of water. This is also great weather for spinner baits, chowder baits, all of that. But this time in the fall, I really like swim baits. Swim baits do amazing. Like a sturgeon. Ow. Oh, sick. All right. Grab me.
I got you.
Hold me. What am I doing? Losing another cha-cha. Got it. Stick tight rad. Let's go fish some swim baits. That's what I'm about to do. These are all perfect. All right, Paul came bearing gifts. So we've got a weedless swim bait here from Thunderhook called the Thunder Belly. And throw this baby. Comes with your weedless hook. Color is bone. I'm digging it. I'll be throwing this a lot actually today. Pretty hefty. All around like good looking bait right there. Let's tuck her in and see if we can make her work. We got a weedless option. It's a little bit smaller than my Mega Bass, but weedless I think could be crucial right now. Come back to this one later when we get more open conditions. Nice and hefty too. I like that. Let's see how she runs. Good kick. This could be money for today. This could be a game changer. My small swim bait setup actually has an 8-to-1, so it's the wrong reel for this. But I was testing out the Tatula. Normally on a little slower gear ratio, so it's gonna look like I'm just grandfathering this around, because I kind of am. I'd recommend like a 7-3-to-1 or 6-something-to-1. 6 or 7 gear ratio would be way better. That's fine, we can make it work. Heavy weed cover. Let's see, you can coax a fish out of these weeds. This is where it's really nice to have that weedless option. Dude, I swear I got hit twice. Dang it. Got him. There's another one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another chunker. Get him out of the frickin', he's gonna wrap me. Oh yeah! Woo! Another good one. Gosh dang, dude. This break wall just holds good. Thank you. What's that? Yeah. Been trying. There we go. Another nice one there, guys. Oh, it's a windy one, man, but it's, you know, it's working.
2 hours later.
I'm gonna throw a tailspin. Throwing it right now.
On it. All right, I got my first bait. I'll
Yo! I was. Hey. What the hell is going on? Yup. I got a fish. Freaking bottom lip this nerd. There we go. Look at that. Little bassy bass. Literally first cast on a tailspin. Wow. Okay. I think I started everything wrong. There are fish out here. Yo! You need to throw on a tailspin. Right now. Shut up and catch fish, moron. No. That bass was so short but so fat. It was like a 6-incher. Oh. Dude, this tailspin is getting smoked. All right, don't do it. I don't care. Are you freaking kidding me? You gotta be kidding me, dude. Oh, yes! At the ramp! One by the road! Dude, it's a good one. Woo! Oh gosh dang, there we go. So let's let her back. Oh, there we go, baby. Bye. Yes. Whew. Slippery. All right, you guys, pretty fun heckin' day on the water. I'm kidding, it was frustrating. It was really windy out today. A lot of things that you would think would work or should have worked were not working. And end of the day, it got kind of weird. Actually, Paul just left. Bye, Paul. End of the day got kind of weird. I ended up cashing all my catches in on a tailspin bait. Fished through the grass. It was hyper aggressively retrieved. And that's what crushed it. So paddle tails, unfortunately, wasn't getting smoked on them. I tried everything, ran them weedless, ran them open hook, ran different colors, light, dark, the works, and from big to small, as well as underspins, all of it. And man, it was just tough. And sometimes that's the way it is. So points I can give you for this video though is try to vary up the retrieve, the size, the thump. There's a million different types of thumps that you can get from your different paddle tails, so pay attention to that. And then when in doubt, either downsize or upsize. Go like big scale though, don't go subtle differences. And same with color, like you can just vary it up. So it was a chartreuse jig head, 2 3/4 inch black paddle tail, and like that's what got it done, man. And I was off the break wall, so a lot of catches up shallow. All the rest of our catches today ended up coming from like this wide open section out here, which is about 4 to 5.5 feet deep. The whole lake. So we just drifted back and fished the heck out of that. Ended up working decently well. Sometimes that's what happens, you know. At the end of the day, if you know they're feeding up, paddle tails can be great this time of year, so I definitely recommend it. We generally have a paddle tail coming to you guys in the Monster Bass box. Last month we had the Z-Man Diesel Minnow, which is a fantastic paddle tail. We also had the Cane Thumper from Big Bite Baits. Those are 2 great options. I threw another kind of perennial company that ends up in these boxes today, and that is the Thunderhawk. This one right here is called the Thunder Belly, 5-inch swim, 5 or 6, something like that. Bit of a bigger bait, but that was the big bait variation I was throwing. All the rest of my catches came on this little guy back here. Look at it, it's so cute. That's the donkey tail from Mule Fishing, one of my go-to absolute favorites. I generally throw it on a spinning setup because I throw it on a lighter jig. but it absolutely gets the job done. Highly recommended. Go check them out. It's a soft, supple, and stretchy plastic, so it does well in these conditions. We had 53-degree water temps and lots of wind, so I went a little heavier on the jig head and ran that through rocks and up on the break wall and up on the bank, and that's where we banged them out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to Monster Bass, and if you get an extra second, go over to Burley Fishing, check us out, and throw us a subscribe, and comment on one of our videos. We really appreciate it, you guys. We also go live every Wednesday 8 p.m. Eastern, so if you want to check out our live, it's called Aggressively Average Angler. It's for all those anglers out there that just want to catch more fish. They want to get better at fishing, and they love to collect tackle, which is, I feel, most of us subscribe to this box, so you might like that. We have some pretty cool guests on the show just about every week, so consider doing that. And of course, go to Rick's Live every Thursday, which is at 7 p.m. Eastern. You guys should like that as well. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.